Welcome to this week's episode of Your Stock Request for the 2nd of February. Hi, I'm Michael Gable, Managing Director of Fairmont Equities. Your Stock Request is the weekly video where I take your requests and analyse the share price charts. This week we have Calidus Resources, Staveley Minerals, Silver Mines, Resolute Mining and Metals Australia. So if you have a request, please send it through. Make sure you've signed up to the free newsletter, but my stock tips actually come out every Tuesday in the Dynamic Investor Report, so make sure you have subscribed to that report. But if you do enjoy these videos, we'd love you to share them on social media or even leave us a review. Our main business is in portfolio management, so if you'd like me to give you ongoing advice as to what you should be buying and selling, then please let me know. And all the advice here is general only. So we've got CAI, as we could see, it does remain in a downtrend. It did look like it was potentially breaking higher through this prior peak in January, but it failed to follow through. And as we could see, big move down on massive volume, and then it's continued to slide on higher volumes. So bit of a warning sign here that it's likely to take out this low and just continue on with its downtrend. Okay, SVY, I think this is starting to look fairly bullish here. So we had this sort of base last year, second half of last year, upside break out of the base on volume, and it's continued higher. And then what I've noticed is we had this peak here at 25 cents, broke above that, consolidated right on top of it, and then yesterday had this nice move on volume, closing on its highs. So yeah, even that price action there, I think, indicates that it's a buy. So it looks like it's going to continue higher. Okay, Silver Mines. When I look at this chart, I can just, with the large candles, that means you've got a lot of it does look quite volatile, and there's quite wide trading ranges per day, so it'd be very tricky to trade. I mean, even with these swings here, you're looking at 16 cents to 20 cents, so sort of big moves. It's easy to get thrown out of something like this. Still got an uptrend to it, but most recently we've got these 3 days solid of selling on decent volume as well. So not a not a good sign there. I guess you'd have to watch out for this December low. So where we've got the higher lows, it needs to hold on to this low. Otherwise, if it breaks that, the uptrend is over. Okay, Resolute. If you go to a weekly chart, it's sort of interesting to see that it's shed, I guess almost 90% of its value. So the weekly chart looks very ugly. But if we zoom into the daily chart, it's starting to look better. So we've got, might be finding a low here. So we've got this rally here where it's just taken out the prior high. So that's a good first step. And we could see that price action's been pretty bullish on the way up. So you've got this impulsive move, little consolidation, another impulsive move. Now it looks like we've got this bull flag here sitting on top of the old this prior high. So far this is looking good. I'd be waiting for an upside break of this bull flag to get the next buying opportunity. And finally, MLS. So it looks like it's bottoming out and is starting to look bullish again. So from this low, we had this big spike in volume on the way up, lower volume consolidation, another good volume rally, and we could see it starting to move higher. Good volume again on the way up here. So the moves are on high volume, which is good. I'd say that after this sort of lower volume consolidation, you might even look to buy it here if you keep a tight stop under this low, and then obviously if you can break above this little peak here, then that'd be your next buying opportunity. All right, well, that's all for this week. If you have a request, send it through and I'll try to look at it next week for you.